to be able to share yet another one here with you guys today. As I currently am coaching at Jefferson City High School, where he ended his career. My brother having coached in Palmyra, Missouri. Shannon having a career of her own out in Los Angeles, being very successful. I think he would be excited to see us pull this off, getting together to do it. But thanks to the association for recognizing him, even though it's been gone for a while. And as a coach sitting here, I've gotten to listen to all you guys speak, and I'm real excited to be up here among you guys. Truly the best of the best, you know. Anytime you get around people that are the best, no matter what it is, it's good to be there. It's just fun to share this afternoon with you guys, representing our dad. Some people that are here today to represent him. He's got his two sisters, Ken and Susan. He's got two more brothers that were able to make it today, but I know they're excited as we are. Two of the 6 grandkids are here. Eric Pyle, Skylar Thompson sitting over here. I know he'd be very proud of at this time. But moving forward, talking about how influential each of you coaches sitting in here are. He had his own influences, and Coach Gunner touched on our dad and Cotton Fitzsimmons. But I'd have to back up a little bit, talking about coming from a basketball family, as we do and many coaches in here do. His dad was a basketball coach in Armstrong, Missouri. A population of probably less than 30, if I had to guess. But he pulled that off, and they ended up in Moberly, where he went on to have a high school and a junior college career, where he did run into Cotton Fitzsimmons. And Cotton Fitzsimmons, to make it short, literally changed his life. It had the biggest impact on a person you can. He had deep respect and admiration for Cotton, and what anything he wouldn't do to try to learn what he could. He wasn't a great player, but he knew that, and I think benefited from it by learning how to coach. And later down the road, after they won that national championship, Cotton went on to K-State. Dad soon followed him out there and learned as much as he could from him out there in the process of winning a Big 8 championship in 1970, which he's very proud of. Wore the ring from the day he died, and probably till the day he died. During that Big 8 tournament, he did not want his coaching, education to end there. And this is a story I got just the other day, actually, from my brother. But during that Big 8 tournament, in order to find a place to be a grad assistant, he actually staked out coaches from other Big 8 schools and went into bars that they were in, hotel lobbies that they were staying in, and literally annoyed somebody until they gave him a graduate assistant spot. The guy that gave him that spot was Joe Cipriano at the University of Nebraska. Also on that staff was Mo Ivers. So he was very fortunate, the personnel he got to hang around coming up. And from that, he had an opportunity to go to join Gary Filbert's staff at Missouri Western and pass that job up for a couple $1,000 more in Knox County, which is a decision I think he might have regretted for quite some time. But ended up working out for the best, I think, for him. As he went to Knox County, he would start a trend of his. And most of us in here who have coached anything before, usually when you get to a job, it's not in perfect shape. Nobody's undefeated state championships, winning state and leaving. He certainly never came into one of those situations. Everybody came into programs were dormant, winning single-digit games. He quickly got those turned around, including Knox County, where it's, I believe, the second year at 125. Macon, who hadn't been to a state playoff since the 60s, went to 7 out of 10 years. We got to coach my brother there and have a real good run at Macon. And then on to Jeff City, where he finds himself in 2 Final Fours, on his way to 11 district titles, 7 quarterfinal appearances, and 2 state final games. They lose to St. Joe Academy, probably, arguably, one of the best girls programs at the time in history. So he had a good run, and I know if he was sitting here, he'd start thanking people, we might never get out of here. Okay, just knowing him the way he would talk and as many people as he would give credit to. But I appreciate that, and I'm going to turn it over to my sister right now, Shannon, and my brother. Just because there's 3 of us, we're not going to be 3 times as long, I promise.
Thank you. What Blair said, it really is so nice to be here with other basketball coaches and just, you hear things that you've heard before and just feel that same spirit. And being raised by a basketball coach is a unique experience. It definitely is a family affair, as a lot of people have attested today. Where else does dinner revolve around? Practice time, holidays revolve around tournaments. Your vacation revolves around summer camp schedules. Daycare is the gym after school. And a lot of your life lessons are taught in basketball metaphors. And of course, my dad was going to make sure that we all had a very good district finish, even me. And I got sent to Dick Baumgartner shooting camp in Indiana to make sure of it. To this day, I could probably be allowed to pop shots. But really, Blair talks about his gift, and we talk about that a lot, that he really had a gift of taking average players and really getting them to push for their potential. And I thought a lot about that. To me, what stood out about that for my dad, and to me, what made him have that gift was his huge heart. If you knew my dad, he cared about people. He really cared about relationships, both the coaching staff that he had, the teachers that he worked with, and the players. He treated them all like extended family, and they still feel like that to us to this day. He met players where they were at, both in talent and in their home life, because he cared about the whole picture. He believed and he knew that where your home shapes you, and it makes an influence on how you handle yourself. So he got in there and he got to know the kids and got to know his staff, and we would have an open door policy, and it was utilized. Students would come by, and they were going through hard times because they felt like they could trust my dad. A lot of them called him, like their second father. They would talk about relationships. I remember boyfriend, girlfriend questions, who they were going to marry, and it went on even after high school. We had the annual fish fry at our house, and Dad made annual cinnamon rolls at Christmas time that he would give to his fellow teachers. I think one year he got too busy with a tournament and didn't have time to make them, and a couple of teachers showed up at our door asking where they were. They were that good. He also taught me how to give back, or all of us actually, how to give back. One day we had a project remodeling a portion of the house, and we had furniture and some bedroom furniture that he knew that one of his players needed. And I was pretty young at the time, so I just loved to be with my dad. I just wanted to be wherever it was. We were fishing. If I got to hang out with him, that was cool. So he said, come with me. We're gonna load this up and go somewhere. I said, okay. So we drive across town, and we show up, and it's one of the players. And I was like, well, what are we doing here? And he happened to know these players needed this stuff for their house. Their family needed it. And it was just, being so young, I didn't really understand how everybody had everything at that time. And that really made an impression on me that being part of the team extended even far beyond the court. So it was really cool just to watch him be a part of that to everybody. I think that mutual respect that he had for the players is what allowed him to be able to also push them for potential, because they knew that he respected them and really believed in them. And so to be a coach is somewhat of a calling. You teach the game of basketball, like you all have been doing, but you also are teaching a lot of lessons in life that apply to everything, to families, to your career, and to your communities. So I just wanted to close with saying it's an honor to be part of my dad's basketball legacy and the Missouri basketball family. The game will always be a reminder to me of lessons I've learned both on and off the court. So thank you very much for letting us share this honor for our dad.
I got one minute here. I'm going to finish up with thank yous. People, Blair already mentioned some of them, but I want to mention the assistants. Coach Tremper, stand up. I know it's going to embarrass you. Stand up. Our grandma Catherine said he was part of the family, always has been. Means the world to us. I want to just stop there, but I want to thank you for honoring our father. It means a lot to us. And I do want to say thank you to Grandma and Grandpa Catherine and Walter. They would be smiling right now. Thank you.